dirty legs. That's the problem. Politics should be finding the best lawful ways to organize people, not create laws based on people. Okay? Came to say that when you vote as a construction worker or a father, that's identity politics. Politics is group power. Therefore, unions or tribes, races, real and fundamental to your identity and heritage. Historically, you can't know where you're going unless you know where you've been. Screaming at others to evolve won't work, nor stop the hordes of billions who see tribes and hate you and want your territory and wealth. Whitey, we're the ones who opened our gates. Look at what we got us. Attacked and replaced our homelands. Racist for noticing. A natural human. Global homo. Cultures can only develop in unique. So, again, not disagreeing with you, man. And the people who would do this to us, the people, all the hordes of billions who want to come here and do these things to us are, guess what? Ignoble and do not belong among us. So I'm advocating to remove such people from our presence and leave only those in maybe small quantities or zero quantity, depending on what you want, depending what side you want to build, who earn their place, like my neighbors here. We're doing just great. It's up to you. Again, that's my view. You can have your own. I don't care what you want to do. It was the Jewish lobbies who opened the borders. Be mad at them. True, but it's also our people who went along with it without punishing a single one of them. Did any of them go to jail for lying? Did anyone get hung for treason? No, they didn't. Scott. And it's the low IQ centrist individuals who keep us divided while our countries are being taken from us by groups who see themselves as a group and act as a group. Until we act in our own interest, we are screwed. So Scott is arguing that, in his view, identity politics means unity. I don't disagree with unity. I mentioned toxic identity politics when we, white folks, I'll put myself in the group white. When we play identity politics, which is rigged against us, we lose every time. Every time we have a group, white supremacy. Every time there's not enough whites to stand up. However, if we say, you know what, here's a better strategy. We're going to circumvent and bypass identity politics and say, I don't care about your identity. I don't care about what happened to your people thousands of years ago. I don't care about what happened 70 years ago. I don't care. Slavery has nothing to do with me. And just unapologetically not care about the bitching and whining of other groups who are purposely using their identity to create a hostile environment, to take things from our people. That's what I mean by death to identity politics. When the Iranian government says death to America, are they saying death to Americans like you and me? They're saying death to the corporate oligarchy and the war machine. When I say death to politics, I mean death to any. I'm saying to the death to the rigged game that we don't have to play anymore, but you keep playing it because you keep getting triggered to play it. They keep purposely telling you you're not allowed to be proud. You're not allowed to have white babies. They're racist. It's all on purpose. From the media not telling you that this person was a black shooter and then this one white shooter is a white supremacist taking over the world. All of that is purposely done. Does the media make mistakes? No. Everything they do is purpose. Tommy Robinson, censored on purpose. So then you go to him and now you're an Israeli pro-Zionist freaking British guy. That's what you're doing. It's all purposely done, guys. I'm telling you, I've seen it now. I get it. And they want me to not be friends with my neighbor. They want me not to be friends with my neighbors. They want me to hate thy neighbor. For those of you Christians, say love thy neighbor. What does that mean? Love thy race neighbor, love thy religious neighbor. I don't even know what it means. You didn't really explain it. But I don't think it means hate people that are different than you. And I'm not saying any of you do that. In fact, that's what the stupid neo-Nazi LARPer groups who are probably CIA funded do to make anyone look bad who's pro-white. I'm against all that. But no, I'm not a low IQ centrist. I'm not a centrist. I don't even play left versus right, man. I don't even play left versus right. People are still doing left versus right, dissent, this alt-right, alt-left, alt-light, alt. All of these are labels that are irrelevant. None of them have power. Why even play left versus right? Why play Democrat versus Republican? I reject this entire system completely. Completely. My view of government, which I wrote in my book, is completely different than what we're seeing. And I say it again to Scott, I say, anyone who wishes to bring you or your group harm, I said should be eliminated. And who composes the majority of those eliminated is none of our concern. So too bad if we eliminate all criminals and 90% of them have to, or of a certain race, that's their problem. And the 10% that are left, they can breed and make a new, better race of their people. if that's what you want to do. Again, Swifty Drifter says, we can't police nor feed the rapidly growing billions, especially when they are called racist for trying. Pretty soon the police departments will be minority white and will start being extorted roadside by the police and like most of the world. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. And it might have to happen to wake people up. For positive identity politics, grouping with interests and trying to defend yourselves. To me, that's positive identity. Toxic is trying to take over other people and push and destroy them. And Scott, again, the last comment here. Everyone votes for the interest of their own group. I can't believe anyone's actually dumb to think any different. For fuck's sake, minorities vote almost exclusively Democrat because they know it's in their group interest, and the only reason Trump is in the White House is because white people thought he was going to stop the demographic demise. Yes, you're right. In fact, my neighbor Mike, he did vote for Obama. First black president ever. Of course black's going to... But what happened? They got betrayed. So when they engage in identity politics, they lose too. What did Obama do for black people? Nothing at all. Zero whatsoever. And now you're seeing Brexit. Now you're seeing blacks leave the Democratic plantation because they realize, some of them, that they're being lied to. It's these newcomers that are still going Democrat. You know, the Latinos come here, they can't speak English, they want free stuff. That is the strategy of the Democrats, is to give free stuff to the invading horde so they vote for them. It's that simple. And we should reject that outright, of course, and we do. And then